With the second pick of the 2017 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Keenan Bowman, quarterback, Dave Show. Yeah! Woohoo! When we make promises here at Dave Show, we deliver. Congratulations to Keenan Bowman, the second overall pick in the 2017 NFL Draft. Man. Also gotta give it up for Bednarik Award-winning linebacker Gavin Munoz going in the 4th round, and All-American wide receiver Seth Horn going in the 6th. Truly a remarkable season for the Truckers. 6 wins and a bowl appearance. Nice job, guys.
Yeah, who you got replacing him?
Alright, what's up y'all? Welcome into Year 5 of Dave Show Truckers Football. I'm your host and game player David Johnson, and joining me here is Harry Downer. You gonna say anything to the viewers?
So.
Alright, well, as you can see, we're doing things a bit differently for this video. You can see us again. Harry and I haven't been on camera since Year 2, Game 7.
Cocks and balls.
Excuse me?
Cocks and balls, that's the thumbnail.
Oh yeah, wasn't that a work of art?
Yeah, we definitely know what you're thinking about all day.
Alright, anyways, let's talk about the Year 5 Truckers.
They're gonna suck.
Aw, come on, Harry.
Least talented team you've ever had. And you're not any better behind the sticks. It's gonna be a disaster.
Okay, Harry Downer living up to his namesake.
I'm serious. Tell the people. Keep doing your little thing.
Okay, but Harry's right about one thing. The overall ratings on this team are the lowest they've ever been.
Oh, and you're a god behind the sticks now? I'm right about everything.
Okay, fine. It's gonna be a tough season, guys. Hence all these changes to make things interesting.
What? Seeing your ugly mug is gonna make everyone want to tune out.
Let's get to the preview.
I don't care.
Well, as you can tell from the beginning of this video, our toughest task will be replacing quarterback Keenan Bowman, who finished his career here at Dave Show with a 98 overall rating.
Yeah, 98. And how many picks did you throw with him?
Yeah, it was 41.
And the guy was injured half the time, too. How many games?
19.
You deliver promises at Dave Show.
The guy got drafted in the 1st round.
Not because of you.
The dude was projected to go in the 7th round if he came out early. So give me a little credit here.
This game's just phony.
On to this year's starting quarterback. And taking over the reins will be junior redshirt Travis McPherson. His 83 overall rating is by far the lowest any Dave Show starting quarterback has ever had. Looking at McPherson's career stats, he has 1 career rushing attempt for -9 yards. And here it is, the final play of the Cal game, as both of our quarterbacks got injured that day.
Yeah, you really got your ass kicked in that one.
Well, we can expect McPherson, who changed his number from 8 to 17 in honor of Florida State Heisman Trophy winning quarterback Charlie Ward, we can expect him to be on the run quite a bit, much like Ward in his playing days, as we're switching to the spread option playbook.
Ooh, is that your master plan?
Here's highlights from practice of us executing the triple option, and I gotta admit, I was feeling a little optimistic executing these plays.
Yeah, but let's talk about that roster some more. Straight trash, homie.
Well, in front of McPherson will be all new starters along the offensive line. And the average overall rating of 75 is by far the worst in Dave Show history.
Tell me I was out of line when I said y'all had sucked this year.
Okay, so on paper, it's not looking good.
And we're just getting started, baby.
I know, but let's quickly mention the backup quarterback. The true freshman who we're counting on to lead us into the promised land in the future. Bo Fellatio? What kind of a name is that?
He's Italian.
Come on, man. I don't want a bunch of goofy names on here. Let's try to keep this thing realistic.
Realistic? Yeah. Let's dress up like Florida State and jump right into the SEC.
Okay.
Besides, the fans were clamoring for the name in the comments, remember?
No, that was Bo Filicio, the Florida State backup quarterback.
Oh.
Yeah. Who's the one with the cocks and balls on their minds all the time? You sicko.
Hey, I'm surprised you've never heard of the Filicio family. They started your favorite restaurant, BJ's.
Of course they did.
By the way, his number is supposed to be 69. I forgot to change that too.
No, 9 is good enough.
Oh, come on!
Anyways, Filicio comes to us.
He's coming all right.
Alright, he's a 4-star recruit and could get significant playing time as we want to develop him into the quarterback of the future.
With a name like that, dude's gonna suck, right?
No, we're looking for a star here.
Yeah, maybe a porn star. I believe you can major in that here at Dave's show, right?
Yeah, adult cinematography. Very popular among our team here.
Boy, and they thought they had it easy at Florida State.
Yeah, right? Anyways, starting at running back will be the true sophomore Adrian Williams. And keep an eye on him out of the backfield. Dude caught 4 touchdown passes as a freshman last year. Right below him on the depth chart, last year's starter, the junior redshirt Brian Williams, who was a touchdown machine on short yardage situations, scoring 12. Both Williamses, along with junior redshirt Josh Winter, will see a lot of playing time as we run the triple option. Man, look at that execution!
Yeah, wait until you play real defenses.
With the new playbook, we no longer have a need for fullbacks, as we've slotted Brian Williams there at the top of the depth chart.
You just can't recruit a fullback.
It's true, and looking at our recruiting board, we're targeting the #1 fullback in the country, Ryan Palmer. He's considering Dave's show, but we're 440 points behind, with all the other Florida schools ahead of us and getting more bonus points. We've 100% scouted this dude, and his overall ratings came down significantly. So I'm going to go ahead and ask our viewers, would we even have a shot at getting this guy? We're also targeting the 4th ranked fullback, Jeff Hayes, but we're 330 points down in this race, and again, his overall rating came down since we've scouted him.
Just stop using fullbacks.
Good idea. Instead, we'll stockpile halfbacks. Waiting in the wings, redshirting this year, a couple 4-star recruits, Jerry Davis and Lee Rivas. Remember those names. And on our recruiting board this year, the 5th ranked halfback in the country, Kevin Bennett. 100% scouted, dude is just as good as what we have now. We just have to overcome this 190 point deficit to his hometown Miami Hurricanes, and taking a look at everybody's bonus points, we're not that far off with everybody else. So, maybe?
No.
We've also got the #1 ranked halfback on our board, Brian Washington, whose overall rating is better than what we have now. Although, I think those 225 points are a bit too much to overcome. Let me know in the comments if I'm right or wrong about that.
You're right.
Our top wide receiver and highest overall rated player on the team is the senior Roman Estes. The dude averaged nearly 20 yards a reception last season and caught 4 touchdown passes. On the other side is the junior transfer from our neighbors, UCF, real-life New Orleans Saints breakout star Traquan Smith. He's the guy who caught Drew Brees' record-setting pass, which broke Peyton Manning's career passing yardage total, and he did it with a 62-yard touchdown on Monday Night Football. Smith is fired up to be here so he can play against real teams in the SEC and not with those losers across town winning fake national championships.
Ooh, them fighting words. Why don't you grow a pair and actually play them?
Well, guess what? We're doing it. We invited the neighbors for an opening weekend out on the coast, Jacksonville, Florida. We're gonna have a large caravan of vehicles going up the 4 and the 95.
That's how you're opening the season?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's an L.
Well, UCF is coming off a big L. This routinely stupid video game had them in the BCS National Championship game and they lost to Ohio State. UCF only had to play 11 games last year to get there. Their one loss came against 11-1 4th-ranked Marshall. So explain to me how UCF, with only one win over a team with a winning record by the way, gets in over not only 12-1 3rd-ranked UCLA, but also one-loss Marshall who beat them. UCF didn't even win their conference. Why is 12-1 Miami ranked so low? God damn, this game can suck.
Whoa, calm down, Joe.
Rounding out the other receivers who will catch passes on this team, the junior Brandon Glover caught 4 touchdown passes, including a game winner against Missouri. Bowman. Brandon Glover, touchdown Truckers! Hey, ho! Dave Show drives 80 yards on only 4 plays and 22 seconds.
Yeah, this game is phony.
Also look out for juniors Sammy Willis and Isaac Swanson. Both also made significant contributions last year. But neither won as much as the senior All-American tight end Wade Swain, who was 16 yards short of 1,000 yards receiving last season. Swain caught 7 touchdown passes, including the game winner at Florida. Wade Swain, touchdown Truckers! Hey! Ho! Dave! Show!
Both those Missouri and Florida games were flukes, you know that.
You're right, and maybe we should do a pros and cons video about this video game. I mean, they'd probably end up pretty even. On to the defense, and our main cat is the senior All-American defensive end Keith Bailey. He came out of nowhere last season, leading the nation in sacks with 14. And on the other side, the guy we're expecting to do that someday, true sophomore Nathan Collins, who had 6 sacks in his freshman year. In between him, the junior redshirt All-American Warren Estevez for the rest of us. Also came out of nowhere last season. He had 9 sacks.
Saxonville over here.
Right?
Yeah, and just like them, you're due for a collapse.
Oh, walked right into that one. Joining Estevez in the middle will be Kevin Bronson. The junior redshirt transfer comes to us from our neighbors to the west, USF, and he's happy to be here and away from that bullshit over there. Get it?
Bullshit. Haha, yeah. They kick your ass too.
Okay, on to the linebackers, and we've got all new starters behind the line. Replacing Bednarik Award winner Gavin Munoz in the middle will be the senior redshirt Clint Moore. And on the outsides, the junior redshirts Daniel Seward and Brett Daniels. And check this out, as our linebacking core is the strongest overall position on our team.
Like that's saying something.
Alright, yeah. We're gonna have these guys decked out in high shoulder pads and rocking the neck roll. All this inspired by Hall of Fame Florida State linebacker Derek Brooks' look of the early 90s. And that's why Clint Moore has changed his number to 10.
What, is the visor just extra menacing?
The visors are to honor Gavin Munoz.
Yeah, with this getup, y'all just gonna look extra silly when Kentucky's running all over you.
Old school, baby. We look good no matter what happens. On to the corners, and our best defender on the outside will be the senior Jared Hines, and on the other side, the true sophomore Joe Chambers, who came away with 2 interceptions and 3 sacks in his freshman campaign last season. And defending the slots, we're excited about the redshirt freshman Kevin Johnson, who we're calling the Mayor. They've even got the same number 7. And the junior redshirt Aaron Reese, who finished last season with a pick and 5 sacks.
Why don't you make these guys wear bandanas so they can look like Deion Sanders?
Not a bad idea, but it's not an option in the game. Starting at free safety, the controversial sophomore redshirt Mike Johnson.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Johnson, who comes to us via transfer from Iowa State, has a domestic violence history.
And you're gonna let him play here? How dare you?
Hey, he did his jail time, served his probation. Let's give him a chance to reboot his career here.
You'd recruit the devil for the sake of more wins.
I could make the devil anytime I want in this game. And you don't see him here.
Yeah, don't tell me you haven't thought about it. Starting at strong safety will be the choir boy James Robertson. The
senior redshirt finished last season with 2 interceptions, including this pick 6 against Tennessee. Picked off by James Robertson! A hop and a score! Touchdown Truckers! And man, don't our 49ers inspired alternate uniforms look sweet? We plan on wearing those more often.
Inspired? You just ripped them off.
Not quite. On to the specialist. Senior kicker Jason Utley is slightly better than last year. He went 9 of 11 on field goals last season, including a career-long 34-yarder. Getting back to our recruiting board, and with Utley graduating after this year, our only team need is at kicker. 2 guys are considering Dave's show, and we're going all in on both of them. The first being the JUCO transfer Courtney Johnson, his 86 overall rating much better than Utley. We're 320 points behind with all other Florida-based schools ahead of us. He's a reach. And the other, Charles Foster. Don't understand why playing time is at 0. The guy can boot it alright, but who knows where it's gonna end up. Being in the lead for this guy, we just gotta fend off USF.
Now, when opposing teams try to ice this kicker, we'll call it Foster's freeze.
Most of the country's not gonna get that joke. At punter, senior Ernie Washington is slightly better than last year. We've already addressed his replacement. Redshirting this season is David Barber, whose 77 overall rating is well ahead of the pace of Ernie Washington's redshirt season. Returning kicks, with an overall rating of 99 just like the All-American Seth Horn before him, Roman Estes. Hopefully he can have the same success Horn did, who returned 2 kicks to the house in his career.
With an overall rating of 99, they should have done a lot more than that.
It's true, but... Glancing over the rest of our recruiting board, we're addressing our offensive line woes. 4-star guard Darren Bryant has Dave's show as his top school. We just gotta fend off the Florida Gators. 3-star center Sam McNeil's top school is Auburn, but we're hoping we can somehow close that gap.
Auburn or Dave show?
Yeah, Orlando or Auburn, Alabama. We're also all in on 3-star tackle Mike Castillo. Just gotta catch those losers at Florida State.
Not gonna happen.
Well, we'll see. We're in rebuild mode, so...
Rebuild? All you've done is tear this place down.
Okay, Harry, let me remind you. We've got some young guys here looking to make an immediate impact. And they're gonna have a chance to put the nation on notice. Because we've got a brutal schedule ahead of us. We already mentioned the opener against our neighbors, the 14th ranked UCF Knights. We follow that up with our 3rd ever trip to Baton Rouge to take on the 18th ranked LSU Tigers.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna be pretty tough coming out of the gate.
Where's your FCS team? Where's your cupcakes?
We got them on here, just late in the year this time.
Oh man. Well, that's 0-2.
Next up, our home opener against the 16th ranked Arkansas Razorbacks. Our first ever meeting against the Hogs.
Yeah, unfortunately for you, it's not the real-life 2018 Arkansas Razorbacks. I bet even you could blow them out.
We follow that up with a road trip up to Athens to take on the unranked Georgia Bulldogs, whose overall offense and defense ratings are straight A+, so I have no idea how they're not ranked.
Well, with a grade mismatch like that, the Dogs are going to have a feast with you. 0-4.
Well, in week 5, we finally get a mismatch in our favor. The Rice Owls visit Orlando.
I don't know, man. You might not have anything left, and you've lost to teams like this in the past. 0-5.
Really?
Really? Your team sucks? You suck? 0-5?
Well, we follow that up with a home game against Kentucky.
Look at these grades! I remember years ago you talking about Kentucky.
Plus, we don't play in a basketball conference. So if we win a national title, it won't be after we beat up a bunch of scrubs.
Now you're their
Okay, yeah. We've lost to them 2 years in a row now, but next up on our schedule, a team we've beaten each of the last 2 years, the rival Florida Gators.
Yeah, the Sunshine Showdown. Well, don't be Sunshine stupid. That streak's ending 0-7.
Really? We're gonna lose every game to this point?
What's the shock? 2 years ago you were 1-8, and I haven't seen anything like Georgia State yet.
Alright, well then, after a much-needed bye week, we'll head up to Knoxville to take on the 22nd ranked Tennessee Volunteers.
0-8.
Tennessee comes into this year under new head coach Dave Aranda, who's the real-life current LSU defensive coordinator. Aranda replaces the fired Butch Jones, who we all know sucks.
Like you.
Yeah, in real life, the guy's smoking cigars after Alabama blew out the team he put together. That loser should never get a head coaching job again. Well, in the video game, Akron hired him. And I think they could have done a lot better.
Dave Show should have hired him.
Come on.
Guy can recruit.
Yeah, Tennessee. What a tough place to get guys to come to.
I bet you wouldn't get that team together.
Well, maybe we'll try it someday.
Yeah, put you in charge of Alabama, I bet you take him straight to the tank.
Yeah, well, before we roll Tide, let's roll Truckers. After visiting Tennessee, we're taking on the FCS Northwest Predators.
Oh, there they are. Since you have it on an easier skill level, I'll give you that W.
Thanks. Okay. So we're 1-8 again. And we finished that season 3-9. So if we're gonna do that again, we'll have to try to win at Missouri again.
Not this time.
Well, 2 years ago, we won with the backup quarterback.
He was a lot better than what you have now, 1-9.
Well, and next up, the final home game of the season, the South Carolina Gamecocks.
And you're 0-4 all time against them. Prepare for another cock pounding, 1-10.
And then, as always, we end the year against the Vanderbilt Commodores, this year in Nashville.
1-11.
1-11?
Did I stutter?
How convinced are you? Let's bet on it.
Sure. If you can't do better than 1-11, you have to step down.
And if I do better, you're fired.
Yeah, right. Imagine this series without me. It would suck.
Yeah, that's probably true. Maybe one of our viewers can come up with something. Let me know of any ideas of what we can do to Harry in the comments section.
It's not like it matters. Your ass is stepping down.
Okay, well then you're on that part. If I can't beat my 2 cupcakes, then...
You're fired!
And this was the Year 5 preview. Hope you enjoyed it. You have no idea how eager I am to get back out on the field, so let's get at it! For Harry Downer, I'm David Johnson. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the next show. Roll Truckers!